Hey everybody, welcome to the Soap Thing Project, or if you've been here before, welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. I hope everybody is doing really well. So today we're going to do a shave with all amber scented stuff. I know we are pushing our way into spring and amber scented soaps and aftershaves are going out of season, but hey, I'm not ready to give up the winter scents just yet. So let's get into it. Okay, why don't we start with the shaving soap first? Yes, let's do that. The soap is going to be Shannon Soap's Lady Luck. And I gotta tell you, I'm really excited to use this today because Shannon Soaps was probably number 2 or 3 of the first artisan-made shaving soaps I discovered back in 2017 when I first started wet shaving. So whenever I use a Shannon soap, it's like saying hi to an old friend. Let's talk about the notes that are in amber, bergamot, patchouli, and sandalwood. So it's a little bit heavy on the amber and the patchouli, but it's really, really good stuff. We'll talk about the scent character and get you really familiar with it as we do the shave. But I gotta tell you, for 4 ounces of soap, you pay $12 for 4 ounces of soap, and that is a fantastic deal considering all the ingredients that are in this: tallow, cocoa butter, shea butter, glycerin, lanolin, coconut oil, avocado oil, and vitamin E. So a lot of crap in this that's good for your skin. And it's really inexpensive. So one of the better deals you'll ever find in an artisan shaving soap. Shannon Soaps, right here. Lady Luck. We're going to chase that with some Central Texas soaps, Tobacco and Amber aftershave. And this is a much sweeter take on Tobacco and Amber, but it is really intoxicating stuff. Great aftershave from Central Texas Soaps. The razor is going to be the Charcoal Goods Everyday Razor. And if you've only got 24 hours growth like I have today, I cannot think of a better razor to use. This one is phenomenal. If you've got just a small amount of growth on your face, that 5 o'clock shadow type thing going, we're going to put a Perma-Sharp blade into it, and those look exactly like this. The brush is going to be from That Darn Rob. Today they're called Chisel and Hound. And this has a V6 Fanchurian, 26mm Badger fan on top of it. And this is all sorts of colors. We got a little dash of gold flakes. There's some green. There's some purple in it. It's kind of a hot mess, like I've said before. And there goes my phone falling off the tripod. Now, where was I before my iPhone so rudely interrupted me? Oh, yeah. We're going to chase the shave with some Dolce & Gabbana The One Eau de Parfum. And I got to tell you, this thing is like an ambery perfection. The projection and longevity is not the greatest, but when you get it on, just the scent character is so amazing. It's grapefruit, ginger, cardamom, amber, tobacco, among other notes. And this stuff is one of my all-time favorite fall and winter type scents. So I'm going to be sad to stop using this for the spring and summer. We're going to use it one more time. Love this stuff. Dolce & Gabbana The One Eau de Parfum. Let's do a shave. Okay, applying some Pereira Red pre-shave to the face. And the Pereira Red pre-shave looks exactly like this. So, sandalwood scented. And then here we have the Shannon Soaps Lady Luck, loaded like a champ into the Langley City Shave Bowl. The scent strength on this is a 3 out of 5, so average scent strength. Let's put it on. Let's do a shave. I take that back. It's probably closer to 4 out of 5. It kind of exploded in scent strength a little bit when I started applying it to the face. Lather's a little on the thin side for what I'm used to dealing with, so we're just gonna pile it on in layers if we have to. Okay. This will have to do. A little thin, but hey, it should be perfectly shavable. And I got some soap on the camera lens, so stand by one. Okay, I don't know if you saw that, but I certainly did, so I had to take care of it. Otherwise it was gonna drive me crazy. All right. Now, got the Charcoal Goods Everyday Razor in brass, and this is made in the USA on the West Coast. It's a fairly expensive razor at about 185 US dollars, but we got a perma-sharp blade in it, fresh blade, and 24 hours growth. So let's do a shave. Okay, let's just start right here. Really smooth, really smooth. And perma-sharps are hit and miss with me. Some razors they do great in, other razors they kind of suck. So, definitely not a particularly versatile blade in my personal opinion. Alright, so let's talk about the scent on Shannon Soap's Lady Luck. Like I said earlier, we got amber, bergamot, patchouli, and sandalwood. So, what is kind of stealing the show in this one is the amber. That's one note. And amber will tend to smell warm, sweet, rich, musky. Sometimes a little powdery, just a little bit. And this one is kind of in that lane. It's definitely really pleasant smelling. But it has this patchouli note competing with it. And the patchouli is definitely a little bit of a funk. This is, yeah, it's definitely a little bit of an armpit patchouli. So, if you're not crazy about patchouli to begin with, this one may be off-putting to you. It's not horrible, but patchouli can tend to smell pretty polarizing depending on how it's executed. And this one is definitely a little out there on the patchouli note. And it's got that bergamot in it, which is giving it a little bit of a zingy, citrusy note. The sandalwood, maybe. One of the things I find interesting about mixing sandalwood with like amber, both sandalwood and amber are sweet notes. So it kind of blurs the line, and it's kind of hard for you to tell exactly what you're smelling. I'm fairly certain that I'm getting that kind of creamy sandalwood note. But that could also be the sweetness of the amber. And the sandalwood could be doing just nothing for me. It could be an invisible note for all I know. So I guess what I'm trying to say is the sandalwood part of the scent isn't particularly distinctive. I know the scent would be much different without it. But it's not a note that speaks for itself. It's actually really well blended. This is a really well blended shaving soap. And Shannon Soaps does a good job blending their scents. They really are pretty phenomenal. I'm still having some sinus issues combined with seasonal allergies. Thankfully, it's not keeping me from being able to smell. But it is sometimes making it difficult to talk. I've lost my voice a couple times. Primary and residual slickness on this is really good. Doesn't leave me wanting for anything. Residual slickness is particularly impressive considering how inexpensive this soap is. And I think that's kind of the story of Shannon Soaps. Primary slickness is perfectly average, but the residual slickness is really, really high up there. It's great stuff. Okay, let's see how we did. Let's have a rinse. Actually, there we go. Now let's have a rinse. Grab my towel. I'm not exactly on top of my game today, but some days are better than others. Okay. So, my glasses are a mess. I'm going to have to fix that later. But the shave felt pretty spectacular. It's a really slick, close, comfortable shave. Let's go to the alum block. Okay, off camera I did use my rough-looking Pereira alum block on the face, which as you can see is slowly falling apart, but I'm going to use it until it's no longer usable. And I actually got a fair amount of feedback from the alum just all over. So I am discovering that I had a nick right there and then another tiny one right over there. So I think the shave definitely felt better than it actually was, which is interesting because I don't see any irritation really except for those two nicks, but the alum block doesn't lie. So maybe those blades are not quite as great as I thought they were. It really depends on the shave. Like, I wonder if I'm getting inconsistent boxes of blades, because sometimes I use them and they're great. Like, I used them in this razor the other day and they were perfectly fine, but now not so much. It could also be that I'm just not on top of my game, so that could be it too. Moving on to my thoughts on Shannon Soap's Lady Luck. If I exhausted this to an empty tub, would I buy it again? Oh yeah. Absolutely, I would buy this again. This stuff is fantastic smelling. It just smells absolutely incredible. The amber and the patchouli in this is kind of this really interesting juxtaposition of scents. It really is very compelling. It's a very rich, warm, sweet scent. It's just excellent. Love this stuff. Shannon Soaps doesn't make bad scents, in my personal opinion. There are some that I could take them or leave them, but most of them are pretty much good to go, in my personal opinion. Great stuff from Shannon Soaps. Okay, let's layer on some more amber, as if we didn't have enough already. So we have the Central Texas Soaps, Tobacco and Amber, in this indigo blue bottle. It really is something. It'll stick out like a sore thumb. So let's put this stuff on. Tobacco and Amber Aftershave. Oh, wow, this stuff is sweet, rich. Awesome stuff. I'm getting a little bit of an alcohol burn from it. Feels good. What else is in this? We got aloe leaf juice, witch hazel, denatured alcohol, white willow bark extract, glycerin, tea tree oil. Some good stuff in here. Menthol, a little bit. Just a little bit of menthol in this. Not enough to drive you crazy, but just enough to get your attention. Let's spray on some Dolce & Gabbana, the One Eau de Parfum. Now this stuff does need to be applied a little bit more than most because it isn't terribly powerful. It kind of goes away fairly quickly and doesn't project very much, but when you get people up close and I would say within about 4 feet of you, they can kind of pick it up a little bit, and my wife loves the scent of this, so she's gonna love it when I come out of the bathroom, that's for sure. And there you have it, one last amber shave to close out the winter months. I want to thank everybody for watching, and until next time, this is Soap Thing telling you, shave like you mean it. Thanks for watching.